So hello everyone. So I'm going to present you some developments of INCITE, the enzymatic esterification process leading to more sustainable solutions. First, I'll give you a very short introduction on Oleon, who we are, what is the scope of the INCITE project. Then we'll have a look at the INCITE oleochemical, and we'll focus on the INCITE oleochemical innovations and the markets that are being targeted by the oleochemical track. And we'll conclude with a view of the INCITE demo plant setup developments and the next steps. So first, let's have a look at who we are at Oleon in very short, what we do. Oleon is working with vegetable oils and animal fats raw materials that it transforms into a wide range of both building blocks, oleochemical building blocks, and ingredients for a variety of markets, as you can see here on the screen, ranging from nutrition, cosmetics, crop care, and industrial applications in polymer additives, crop protection, coatings, lubricants, etc. So we are preparing first transformation products directly from the vegetable oils through mainly hydrolysis, esterification processes, and second transformation products that we call derivatives, that are esters that are made from a range of alcohols and fatty acids. Our vision at Oleon is to be the preferred global supplier of oleochemical solutions and building blocks for our customers. We are developing the sustainability aspects, and we intend to expand our reach worldwide and to focus our operations with the main keywords as safety, quality, and efficiency. Let's have a look at a few numbers. Oleon, now we are about 1,000 employees worldwide. Our market share of the oleochemicals market is about 25% in Europe. We are producing around 450,000 tons of oleochemicals every year. And so we have 6 production plants in the world, 2 of them in Belgium, 1 in France, 1 in Germany, 1 in Malaysia, and 1 in the US. And last year we had a nice turnover of 1.2 billion euros. Now let's have a look at the INCITE project that started in 2019 and that is going to end this year. Sorry. So INCITE is going to target the introduction of enzymatic processing technologies, both for commodity and specialty chemical industries, as are going to be illustrated through the 2 demo tracks in INCITE. The approach that we are following is that we are working on a mix of resources, both from fossil and bio-based resources, through a core of technologies centered around the enzymatic transformation of these fossil and bio-based resources using flow chemistry, photochemistry, and membrane separation, to lead to the demonstration of the use of these enzymatic processes to produce commodities that are going to be illustrated with the production of oleochemical esters, and also fine chemicals that are going to be illustrated through the production of agrochemical precursors for insecticides. And so there will be both of these products in the scope of INCITE, and more broadly are going to be formulated to serve a variety of applications, to develop a variety of applications for crop protection, of course, feed, food, and also personal care. And so we'll review some of these in a bit more details later on in the webinar. In INCITE, we are also working on a set of supporting actions that are supporting the project developments, and we are looking at the techno-economic assessment and the market uptake assessment of this range stages of products produced through enzymatic technologies. We are looking at the sustainability assessment, and also we are performing teaching and training activities to disseminate these developments and the use of enzymatic technologies. So we'll be demonstrating the feasibility of two chemoenzymatic processes using enzymes and more specifically hydrolases. The first one is the esterase catalyzed production of agrochemical precursors that are going to be used in insecticides. And the second one is the lipase-based solvent-free synthesis of oleochemical esters. So I'm going to focus a bit more on the later one that is hosted by Oleon, the first one being hosted by our partner Endure in Italy. So INCITE is 8 partners from across Europe that you can, the logos of which you can see here on the screen. We received a grant from the European Union under the Horizon 2020 framework program, a 13.3 million euros grant, and the project is started in September 19 and is going to end of this year in 2023. Now looking a bit more broadly on the INCITE oleochemical innovations and the markets that are being targeted. The objective here is to develop more sustainable industrial processes and to accelerate the transition to a more sustainable chemistry that is going to be illustrated through the switch from chemical processes to enzymatic processes, or the introduction of enzymatic technologies into the processing of oleochemical raw materials. So the enzymatic esterification that we are targeting here, and with which we are illustrating the benefits of using enzymes, introducing the enzymatic technologies in our portfolio, is that we are going to be able to perform solvent-free synthesis. We'll be looking at a higher efficiency and product quality by removing potential contaminants that are sometimes favored by the use of harsher processing conditions, such as higher temperature or lower pressure. So as a result of that, we expect to generate a smaller environmental footprint. And this will also lead to an increase in process safety that is also at the heart of all the activity that Oleon is carrying out. So both safety, quality, and sustainability aspects are some key elements of running this project. If we look a bit more details at the KPIs of the project, so we'll be aiming at a 60% waste reduction by using less reagents mainly. This will lead to about 40 to 60% energy savings, always in comparison with the conventional esterification process. And this is expected to be achieved by all the modifications that are going to be performed both upstreams and downstream in the processes involved into the esterification. We mentioned the increased process safety as a result of switching to solvent-free process, therefore reducing also the risks for the operators, drastically reducing working temperature and pressure, and using non-hazardous biocatalysts. Overall, this is expected to lead to a 25% reduction in the greenhouse gas process safety, in the greenhouse gas emissions, and the temperature that is going to be lowered by more than about 150 degrees, from 210 to 65 degrees as the operating temperature. So if we look at the preliminary life cycle assessment, you see here the contributions of the various parameters to the gain in the greenhouse gas reduction. You see that the raw materials actually bring a significant part of that, palmitic and isopropanol that I took here in the example. And the enzymatic esterification is going to contribute as 3.2 kilograms of CO2 equivalents per kilogram of material produced, whereas we are at about 4.3 in the esterification process. The traditional esterification process. So overall, this is going to lead to a 25% reduction. Now, what does this mean for our customers in terms of CO2 reduction, and to give you a way to make a relative assessment? If we look at the production of 100 tons of isopropyl palmitate, that is the main product of the oleochemical track demo plant in INCITE, if you perform it through the enzymatic esterification, you produce 3.2 kilograms of CO2 equivalents and 4.2 in the conventional esterification process. And you can see here through 3 items that you use in the everyday life what this means. For example, this is the equivalent in the enzymatic esterification of what would be generated by 62 homes electricity use for 1 year. Whereas in the conventional esterification, this would be what 84 homes would be generating. And you also see some example with the consumption of gasoline or the number of times that you are recharging your smartphone. So this is having quite a significant impact. Now looking at our product range and the innovation that Oleon is going to be developing. So will be the application of the technology that is developed in INCITE is going to be spread across a broad portfolio of esters within Oleon. For example, we have the lead ester compounds, the isopropyl esters, and the demo, the product that is going to be synthesized in the demo plant, that's isopropyl palmitate, IPP. That is an ester of palmitic acid and isopropyl alcohol. This is a commodity product, and this is widely used in face, body, hair creams, as well as in color cosmetics. The color cosmetics, they actually refer to products that cover different categories that are used for skin, eyes, cheeks, lips. So this gives an example of the applications that we are making of this enzymatically processed product in cosmetics. The isoamyl laurate also is an emollient fatty acid that is formed by the reaction of isoamyl alcohol and lauric acid. Also used as an emollient for skin and hair cleansing and other personal care applications, mainly thanks to their emulsifying and stabilizing emulsion properties. So all these emollient esters, they are actually positioned as alternatives to mineral oils or Vaseline, and their main function is also to keep the skin soft and smooth by increasing the moisture content. Then we also have some medium chain triglycerides. These ones are used as a solvent or a carrier for dyes and flavors that are used in the food industry and also in the cosmetics industry. We have the longer chain methyl oleate that is used as an adjuvant to enhance the penetration of active substances in the crop care market. In INCITE, it is going to be formulated with the active ingredients from the agrochemical track and to be evaluated for its efficiency for the penetration of active substances in crop care as well. We also have, we will also be developing a range of monopropylene glycol and trimethylol propane, so polyol medium chain esters. They will be used for their function as emollient, as we've seen, but also as co-surfactant, solubilizer for creams and lotions in the cosmetic industry. And as lubricants in the industrial markets. Overall, so the main markets that are being targeted are quite wide. They range from personal care, food and fragrance industry, but also the industrial applications, lubricants and crop protection. And you can see here that for each of these markets, the sustainability aspect is a key driver. Customers are looking for a carbon footprint reduction in most cases. And there are also some more specific concerns, especially for the food and fragrance industry, where we will be also looking at a better quality of products, which can be brought by the introduction of the enzymatic esterification. And that is mainly through the reduction of some key contaminants. Thanks to the use of a lower temperature, you will be generating less side products and less hazardous contaminants in the food, and therefore the introduction of the enzymatic technologies leads to better quality of products in addition to the sustainability benefits. Also, in the personal care industry, in addition to the sustainability, there is a key aspect that is sought after from cosmetics industry customers, that is the naturalness aspect. And that is clearly a central factor in the selection and the evaluation criteria of these companies. And they are mainly focused with the type of raw materials used, its origin, and the manufacturing process. And there, the transformation through enzymatic means is considered as more natural than the chemical transformation, as the enzymatic transformations and the production of these esters also occur in nature. And this is quite a strong also factor for the cosmetic industry. Sorry. Now we'll have a look at the short update on the INCITE demo plant setup and the next steps. So we started the demo plant setup in about 2021 after spending a couple of years in the design and engineering phase. So that's not where we are at the moment, but that's when we actually started the demo plant construction. Then we had the completion of the civil works and started to erect the demo plant from ground zero. The steel structure was then installed, that you can see here in gray at the center of the screen. We also set up the equipment. And now we are in the final phase of the preparations for the startup of the INCITE demo plant. We will have a first production of enzymatic isopropyl palmitate scheduled in less than a week now, on the 5th of June. The plant is going to be officially inaugurated shortly after the start of the first production on the 15th of June. And the objective for this year for the INCITE demo plant will be to run 3 successful batches of enzymatic isopropyl palmitate this year, therefore fully qualifying the production plant. We still have some samples available of isopropyl palmitate and azoamyl laurate that you can look at and order through our website, www.incite-project.eu. And the demo plant is actually going to be located, if you can see here, on the right-hand side of the screen, near Brussels, near Antwerpen, in Belgium.